Welcome to our channel Money Minded Online, the podcast where we explore the best strategies, tools, and stories for making money online. Whether you're an aspiring entrepreneur, a seasoned hustler, or just curious about how to thrive in the digital economy, you're in the right place. Each week, we bring you actionable insights, inspiring interviews, and proven tactics to help you build wealth online. So sit back, take notes, and get ready to transform your future. Let's dive in.
Hey everyone, ever thought about making money like Mr. Beast? We're going to deep dive into a source that actually tested some of his money-making methods.
For a whole week.
Yeah, whole week.
Yeah.
And now it's not about, becoming a millionaire.
Overnight.
Yeah, right.
Right.
It's more about seeing what's actually doable, maybe as a side hustle.
Just to get you going.
Yeah, exactly. Get ready to be inspired.
Absolutely.
So this source was pretty interesting. It was a podcast episode.
Yeah.
With these two hosts, Jack and Sarah, and they tried out all sorts of Mr. Beast strategies.
And what I think is really cool is that they focused on strategies that anybody could try.
Right. Very accessible.
Yeah, to see if they could actually work in the real world.
Yeah, like a real world test.
Exactly.
So they started their week with something classic.
Oh yeah, the classics.
Flipping items online.
That's a good word.
They found this old gaming console and some collectible action figures.
And they got them for a good price too.
Yeah, just $100 total.
Flipping's appealing because almost anyone can do it.
The barrier to entry is so low.
Right, but the key is finding those hidden gems.
Yeah, things people don't realize are actually valuable.
Exactly, and then you've got to know how to market them.
So it's part treasure hunt, part business savvy.
Oh, it's a great way to put it.
So did they find treasure with that gaming console and those action figures?
Oh, they did.
They did?
They resold them for $200.
What?
Yeah, so they made $110 profit.
In one day?
In just one day.
That's gotta be good for their confidence.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, for a first attempt, that's incredible.
Right. So encouraging.
Definitely. But it's important to remember that not every flip is going to be that successful.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
Sometimes, you strike gold like they did. Sometimes you break even.
Right.
And sometimes you might even lose a little bit.
Oh, okay.
So it's all about research, knowing your market and, a little bit of luck.
So you're saying it's not just about picking up some random thing at a flea market and hoping for the best.
Yeah, and crossing your fingers. Yeah, there's strategy involved.
Okay, so there's a real knowledge component to this.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, but let's move on to day 2 of their experiment.
Okay.
Freelancing on Fiverr.
Oh, nice.
So they decided to offer, get this, TikTok video editing services.
That's smart. That's really smart.
I know, right?
Super relevant.
Considering how popular TikTok is,
Yeah.
It's a savvy choice.
Yeah, especially if you're just starting out.
Mm-hmm.
But I imagine that succeeding on Fiverr is not just about offering the service.
Right. It's not just about that.
You've got to stand out.
You do. There's a lot of competition on those platforms.
Yeah.
You need to think about how do you create a profile that really attracts clients?
Yeah.
How do you price your services so that you're competitive?
Yeah, it's like a whole mini business.
It is. It's like you're building a business online.
Yeah, with marketing and strategy.
Exactly.
Did they actually manage to attract any clients, though?
They did.
Oh, good.
They completed 2 video editing orders.
Okay.
And they earned $25 for each. So that's $50.
Yeah, $50 total.
Not bad.
Not a fortune, but a good start.
Especially for their first foray into freelancing.
Exactly.
I think it's really encouraging to see that people can actually make money.
Oh, absolutely.
On these platforms.
Yeah, it's achievable.
It is achievable, but is $50 for a day's work? Is that really worth it?
Yeah, it's a good question.
Yeah.
It's important to consider the flexibility that comes with that and the potential for growth.
Mm-hmm.
Fiverr lets you work from anywhere. You set your own hours.
Okay, so that's part of the appeal.
Yeah, and as you gain experience and get those positive reviews, you can increase your rates.
Okay, so the more you do it, the more you can charge.
Exactly, and you attract more clients.
Okay, so it's a long game.
It is. It's a marathon, not a sprint.
So on day 3, they switched gears a bit.
Yeah.
And tried something more active.
Oh, okay.
Delivery apps.
Oh, yeah.
Like DoorDash and Uber Eats.
It seems like everyone's doing that these days.
It does.
Yeah.
But can you really make decent money doing that?
Well, that's the question a lot of people have.
Right.
And the answer is, it depends.
Oh?
It depends on a lot of factors like your location, the time of day you're working,
Oh, okay.
how efficiently you manage your time.
Right.
And of course, you have to think about things like gas and vehicle maintenance.
That's what you're using your car.
Exactly. It's not free to drive around.
So you're saying there's strategy involved in this too?
Oh, definitely. Definitely.
You're not just driving around dropping off food.
No, it's not that simple.
Oh, okay.
Well, Sarah, one of the hosts, she focused on delivering during peak hours
Okay.
in a busy area.
Ah,
Right. And that really helped her maximize her earnings.
So she was strategic.
She was. And she ended up making $85 in just half a day.
Wow, that's not bad.
Yeah, not bad at all for just a few hours of work.
That's pretty good. I guess the on-demand economy is booming for a reason.
It definitely is. There's a huge demand for those kinds of services.
Yeah, I mean, it's convenient. I have to say, though, constantly driving around doesn't sound super appealing to me.
It's not for everyone.
Maybe something a little more low-key
Yeah.
for day 4.
Well, on day 4, they went for the low effort option.
No.
Online surveys and app testing.
Oh,
Think about platforms like Swagbucks and user testing.
okay, yeah.
You're basically getting paid for your opinions and your feedback.
That sounds much more relaxing
It is. It's definitely a more laid back option.
than weaving through traffic.
Right. You can do it from your couch.
Yeah, exactly. But is the earning potential even remotely comparable?
To the other methods,
Yeah.
honestly, it's not going to make you rich.
Okay.
Jack, the other host, he earned $55 for the day,
Okay.
which is less than what they made with flipping or deliveries.
Right.
But the advantage here is that it's incredibly flexible,
Yeah,
and you can do it from anywhere with an internet connection.
really. Anywhere.
Yeah, it's very convenient.
So it's more about making like a little extra cash in your downtime, not replacing a full-time income.
Yeah, it's more like a supplemental income stream.
Okay, so like imagine you're waiting for an appointment or watching TV.
Right. Instead of just scrolling through social media, you could be taking surveys
Yeah.
or testing out websites and actually making money.
Making those minutes productive.
Exactly. Making the most of your time.
I like that idea.
Yeah, it's all about being efficient.
Yeah, making the most of those little pockets of free time.
Right. We all have them.
We all have them.
So why not make some money while you're at it?
Exactly. On day 5, they tapped into their creative side
Oh, interesting.
and decided to sell stock photos and videos.
Oh, that's cool.
I know, right? That sounds kind of interesting.
It does.
So stock photo and video websites are constantly looking for content.
They are. They always need fresh, high quality content.
And what's really cool is that it can become a source of passive income.
It can.
So once you upload your photos and videos,
Yeah.
they can just keep making money.
That's right. You could be earning while you sleep.
Yeah. Or while you're creating more content.
Exactly.
So what kind of photos and videos do they decide to focus on?
Well, they focused on nature scenes
Okay.
and urban scenes.
Which makes sense. Those are always in demand.
They are. They're very popular.
Yeah.
So they uploaded 20 images and they sold 5 of them
Okay.
and they earned $50 for the day.
Not a bad return.
No, not bad at all, especially for just starting out.
But I have to imagine that taking high quality photos and videos
Requires some skill.
and some equipment.
It does help to have a good eye for composition
Yeah.
and some basic skills in photography and videography. But you know what? You don't need to be a professional
Right.
with a fancy camera to get started.
Really?
Yeah, these days smartphones have amazing cameras.
That's true. They're getting so good.
Yeah, you can capture stunning images and videos with just your phone.
So you're saying that someone with like a decent smartphone
And a bit of creativity.
could actually make money selling stock photos and videos.
Absolutely. It's all about finding your niche and, honing your skills
Oh,
and
yeah.
creating really high quality content.
So it's about being consistent
Yes, consistency is key.
and creating good work.
Absolutely.
Okay, this is getting exciting. Now for day 6, they tried something a little ambitious.
Hey.
They created a YouTube short.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I know YouTube shorts are all the rage these days.
They are. Everyone's talking about them.
And MrBeast has seen tremendous success with this format.
He's definitely a master of short form content.
He is, but I imagine there's a lot of competition out there.
Oh, yeah. The competition is fierce.
So how do you stand out?
Well, they decided to create a challenge-based video,
Oh,
which is always a popular format on YouTube.
right. People love challenges.
They do. They're fun to watch.
Yeah.
So they came up with a fun challenge. They filmed it well.
Yeah, okay.
And they optimized it for the YouTube algorithm.
So they did their research.
They did. They were smart about it.
Okay.
Their video went viral.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they got lucky.
So all that hard work paid off.
It did. It really did.
So their video got a lot of views.
It did. It got 100,000 views.
What, 100,000 views?
Yeah, That's a lot.
That's amazing.
It is, and it translated into $100 in earnings.
Okay, how did they earn money from the views?
Through CPM.
CPM, what's that?
It stands for cost per thousand views.
Okay.
It's a way to measure advertising revenue on platforms like YouTube.
So the more views you get,
the more money you can potentially make.
Okay, so in this case, they earned $1 for every 1,000 views.
That's right.
So they actually made money from a viral video.
They did. They proved that it's possible.
That's pretty incredible.
It is, but we have to remember that going viral is not a guaranteed outcome.
Yeah, of course, of course.
It takes a lot of things to come together. Creativity, strategy, a little bit of luck.
Right.
But it definitely shows the potential.
Yeah, of YouTube Shorts as a money-making platform.
Absolutely. It's an exciting platform.
So for their final challenge on day 7, they went full MrBeast.
Oh, okay. How'd they do that?
They hosted their own mini challenge.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, I know, right? So what kind of challenge did they come up with?
They did a last to leave the circle challenge.
Oh, I've seen that on MrBeast's channel.
It's a classic.
It is. So they set up a circle.
Yeah, in a public area.
Okay.
And they charged a $10 entry fee.
Oh, okay. So people had to pay to participate.
They did.
I'm just picturing all these people crammed into a circle.
Trying not to step back.
Yeah, that sounds pretty entertaining.
It is. It's a fun challenge.
So how many people actually signed up for this?
They got 10 participants.
Okay, so that's $100 in entry fees.
Exactly.
Okay.
The last person standing won a $50 prize.
Okay, so they made a $50 profit.
That's right.
So they made money and provided some entertainment.
Exactly. They combined fun and profit.
I love that. That's so cool. It shows that you don't need a huge budget or anything.
You don't. Sometimes a simple idea and some good old-fashioned fun is all you need.
Exactly. So they tried all these different MrBeast-inspired methods throughout the week.
Yeah, they really put them to the test.
They did, but the big question is,
how much money did they actually make?
yeah, how much did they make in total?
Well, let's break it down.
Okay.
$110 from flipping,
Yeah.
$50 from Fiverr,
Yeah.
$85 from the delivery apps, $55 from surveys and app testing,
Okay.
$50 from stock photos,
Okay.
$100 from their YouTube short,
Okay.
and another $50 from their mini challenge.
Okay, so that brings us to...
Drumroll, please.
Uh-huh.
A grand total of...
Don't leave me hanging $500 for the week.
For the week, not bad, right?
It's not bad at all.
Especially considering they were just experimenting.
You're just trying things out.
Yeah, so it definitely shows the potential of these methods.
Do you think that's a realistic amount for the average person?
I think it's definitely achievable. Remember, they weren't experts in any of these areas. They were just two people willing to try new things.
Right.
And see what works.
Right. So you're saying that with some effort and creativity, anyone could potentially...
make this kind of money on the side.
On the side, yeah.
Absolutely. And what I find inspiring is that they didn't just talk about making money.
They actually went out and did it.
They put these methods to the test and proved that they can work.
In the real world.
Yeah, in the real world,
Yeah.
not just theory.
That's a great point. It's so easy to get caught up in reading about making money online.
Yeah, you can read all the tips and tricks, but if you don't take action...
It's not going to do anything for you.
Exactly. You've got to put it into the practice.
So which method resonated with you the most? Which one would you be most likely to try?
That's a good question. I think, personally, I was drawn to the flipping and the stock photos and videos. I like the idea of finding hidden gems and turning them into profit, or creating something beautiful that can generate passive income.
Yeah, those are both great options.
They are.
But I have to say, the YouTube short success story is pretty tempting.
It is. It's very alluring.
Imagine going viral and making money from your videos.
It's definitely a possibility.
It is.
But you know, success on YouTube requires more than just luck.
Oh, definitely.
It takes creativity, strategy, and consistency.
Okay, so you got to be in it for the long haul.
You do. It's not a quick fix.
But before we get too carried away with dreams of YouTube fame,
let's take a closer look at each of these methods.
Yeah, let's break them down.
In more detail.
Share some tips and tricks. Explore the potential pitfalls.
Sounds good to me.
Let's dive deeper into the world of MrBeast-inspired money-making methods.
I'm ready. Let's go.
Okay, so we've seen that these MrBeast-inspired methods can actually generate some cash. But let's unpack each one a bit further and see what we can really learn. What stood out to you as the most surprising outcome from this week-long experiment?
I was really impressed with their success flipping items online. Turning $100 into a $110 profit in just one day shows that you don't need a huge investment to get started. But it also highlights the importance of knowing where to look for those undervalued items.
So it's not just about hitting up your local thrift store and hoping to stumble upon a hidden treasure.
Exactly. Think about it this way. MrBeast himself is known for his over-the-top stunts and giveaways. That requires a keen understanding of what people find valuable and engaging. The same principle applies to flipping. You need to identify items that have the potential to be worth more than what you paid for them.
So how do you develop that MrBeast-like eye for value? Any tips for our listeners who might be interested in trying this out?
Research is key. Look for discontinued electronics or collectibles with passionate niche communities. For example, old video games, vintage toys, or even certain types of clothing can become highly sought after by collectors. Knowing what's trending and what people are willing to pay a premium for can give you an edge.
That makes sense. It's about understanding supply and demand, just like any other business.
Yeah.
But research takes time, and time is money, right? Is it really worth the effort for someone with a busy schedule?
That's a valid point. Flipping does require some time investment, especially upfront. But think of it as an investment in building a skill that can pay off in the long run. And you don't have to go all in right away. Start small, maybe with 1 or 2 items, and see how it goes. You might be surprised at what you can find and the profit you can make.
So start small, do your research, and be patient.
Got it.
Now let's talk about Fiverr. I have to admit, the idea of offering services online and setting my own hours sounds pretty appealing. But I also wonder if it's really as easy as it seems.
It can be a great way to earn extra income, but it's not a get-rich-quick scheme. Think back to MrBeast. He didn't become a YouTube sensation overnight. It took time, effort, and a lot of hustle to build his brand and his following. The same applies to Fiverr.
So it's not just about creating a profile and waiting for clients to come knocking.
Exactly. You need to treat it like a business. Think about your target audience, what services are in demand, and how you can stand out from the competition. This might involve showcasing your skills through a compelling portfolio, offering competitive pricing, or even actively reaching out to potential clients.
So it's more than just posting a gig and hoping for the best. You need to be proactive and strategic.
Absolutely. And remember, building a reputation takes time. Don't get discouraged if you don't land a ton of clients right away. Focus on delivering high-quality work, providing excellent customer service, and building positive reviews. Over time, this will help you attract more clients and command higher rates.
Okay, so patience and persistence are key. Now, let's shift gears and talk about those delivery apps. I see those drivers everywhere these days. But is it really a viable way to make money? I mean, you have to factor in gas costs, wear and tear on your vehicle, and the time it takes to navigate traffic.
It's not for everyone, but it can be a good option for people who enjoy driving, have a flexible schedule, and are comfortable working independently. And remember, Sarah managed to make $85 in just half a day. That's not too shabby.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive. But I imagine earnings can vary depending on your location and the time of day you work.
Absolutely. Just like MrBeast carefully selects his video locations and times for maximum impact, delivery drivers need to be strategic about where and when they work. Busy urban areas during peak meal times are generally going to be more lucrative than quiet suburbs in the middle of the afternoon.
So it's all about maximizing efficiency and working smarter, not harder.
Yeah.
Any other tips for those considering the delivery app route?
Pay attention to promotions and bonuses.
Thanks for tuning into our channel Money Minded Online. If you found value in today's episode, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Share this episode with friends who are looking to make money online and join the community. Drop a comment below with your favorite tip or takeaway. We'd love to hear from you. Until next time, keep hustling and making moves. See you in the next episode.